a great couple days, and we're going to finish the month strong. We're at 1,180 some subs. We were a little over 1,200, but they take some away. That's fine. It's just the way YouTube works. We're doing fantastic. Okay, we were at 900 just 3 days ago. Okay, so we've gone from 900 to almost 1,200. Okay, so it's awesome. And we're going to have 3 lives today and only 1 live tomorrow. I'm doing that Sunday night. We're going to take a break on Sunday. I'm going to do some playlist stuff. Of course, we're going to be in church. I'm going to take some video there. May just take video preaching. Seems like we're getting copyright things now on some of the music. And so I may not take much for praise and worship. We'll see. I may take some video for myself, but I probably won't put it on the channel because I don't want to get copyright strike. It didn't happen all the time, but it seems like AI is finding me now. Yes. Welcome on in. You're the first person here. Welcome on in, young man or lady. I'm not quite sure with you, but welcome. You're the first one. Like and subscribe. And you're the first one in. We're having a little bit of an earlier live today because I haven't taken my walk yet. We'll take that soon. I got a little different route I want to take today, and I also want to go to the store and a few other things, okay? Yes, you're welcome. There's amazing things going on, okay? We are doing fantastic. YouTube likes consistency. They like that I'm putting videos on every day. They like that I'm commenting on things, and they like that we're moving forward, right? And we're going to be helping others. YouTube don't care about the helping other part. What they care about is you're doing the channel consistently, and you can take a little break, but you cannot take 2 or 3 days off. If you take 2 or 3 days off, what's going to happen is that they're not going to throw my videos out on the main page, and it'll make it harder, right? Yes, so nice to see you. Yes, I'm here. I see you. You're doing fine. We'll get some people in here shortly. There we go. We've got another one. We're coming in. Here they come. Hi, Zach. Hi, Diana, Sophie. This channel is about helping others. I'm David Barton, and we are in the Philippines full time. I'm originally from Michigan in the United States, and I've raised money for Africa before. So we're going to use this channel to raise money for Philippines and then Africa, and then maybe beyond that as we get bigger, right? There's even a possibility, believe it or not, think big, okay? People have trouble thinking big. Yes, welcome in. Pinky, nice to see you. My name is David, and David Barton. Yeah, thank you, Froggo. I'm older, okay, I'm 64, but we're doing great things, okay? We're going to be doing a lot of things with this channel. I played my playlist a little bit today. We're going to play it this afternoon or maybe late this morning on the TV. I'm going to take probably lives number 2, and I'm going to let it play. It may only go for 3 or 4 hours. I may keep the volume turned down, but I'm going to run it, and that way it gives me more watch hours. We get watch hours for you staying in here on the live, okay? We got stories from Malawi, Africa. I'm also going to give you a little bit of a story of around here in the Philippines, okay? And we're going to do Matthew 6, starting on verse 26 in a little while. Yes, it's going to be awesome. Please like and subscribe. I don't know. I ain't going to do that thing, okay, Diana? A lot of people that way. I don't know. They got like 4 different meetings for it, but it's okay. You can just go ahead and do that. We're going to be helping others. Every single live has been productive the last 6 lives. This is the last 3 lives today of the month. We are ahead of you guys, most of you, unless you're in the Philippines, and we will be ending the month tonight, and we'll be heading into March, okay? And we've had a great month. If we finish strong today, we will hit easily. We've already hit 1,000 subs in February, okay? We're already at 1,020 subs in February already, and we got 3 lives today, and we're going to add some more people to the team because you guys are going to be involved. If you really want to get involved, you can be part of my online team, and believe it or not, if you live in the Philippines, you can meet me if you want to so that we can do things here in person. But you have to be able to come here. I'm not going to come to you. Yes, I am in the Philippines. Oh, that's okay, Froggo. You just do your thing, okay? Some people cannot get online, okay? Some people have trouble getting in front of a camera. Oh, you're in Singapore. Oh, yeah, so that's cool. I have not seen Singapore yet. It's on my list. My wife wants to go to Singapore sometime. We'll do that in the future sometime. I would like to go there for maybe 4 days and just enjoy the Singapore and just have nice 3 or 4 nights at a hotel and just enjoy Singapore and enjoy the food. And the people there, I would love to just see how they're a little bit different than the Philippines. I want to see that and see what it's like, okay? So wherever you're from, it's awesome, right? Hi there, Kuya. Sony, it's nice. I love Africa. I love America. I love the Philippines. You name a country, and there's something to love about it, okay? We're all human beings, okay? There's difference in culture. I love Africa because I was there, okay? I haven't lived there, but we were there for 24 days back in 2019. So at least I'm an American that has experienced Africa, okay? Not all of it, but I do have a heart for them. They were very nice to us. They really cooked some great food. And of course, I like goat meat, okay? I like goat. So I'm not one of those Americans that rejects that. Matter of fact, I need to find some goat meat here so I can actually marinate it and make some goat at the house. I'm going to start looking for that here in the future. I want to get some. Yes. Hey, yeah, we're going to have some people that are going to be Dee Dee. Thank you for that. If they're having a little bit of problem. Yes, I hit the 1,000. We're at 1,186, I think, or 85 or somewhere in there. Maybe it's a little lower, but we're going to up it, okay? We're going to get people on the team. We're doing things to help others, okay? Normally in the morning, we don't have that many people subscribing. So if you're new, get connected, okay? I promise my videos, I try to have good quality videos, okay? I just put a neighborhood video that goes up and around the corner here from our house. I did not show our house, but I showed neighborhood houses and some of the nature up in the trees, okay? So please look at that. We did ocean videos yesterday. We will not do any ocean videos until Monday, but there's plenty of them on my site. Go to any of them and you'll get that peace and calm that you need, okay? You can even loop the bigger ones for sleep. If you want to help to fall asleep, you can use those for that. Some people are looping those. It's okay. 60 subs is a start, right? I only had 50 subs in the middle of January, okay? I just started. I had the channel for a year, never used it. I just started actively pushing this channel January 4th, and I didn't get 50 subs and start doing lives until the 3rd or 4th week of January. So I've really only been doing lives for about 5 weeks. I finally got comfortable in front of the camera and can flow and go, okay? And some people told me you don't run out of topics. Well, first of all, I'm 64 years old, and I've been to 4 continents, okay? The 2 continents I still want to go to is not Antarctica. We're gonna skip that one. I don't like really super cold anymore. But Australia, and I want to see South America sometime in my lifetime. Do I get that chance? Maybe this channel will do that. As we grow over 4, 5, 6, 7 years, this thing could be so big that we're helping people around the world. You got to think big, okay? Got to think big. Yes, I'm 64. No, that's fine. Yes. Oh, Scott, that's nice. Nice to see you. Singapore is a city, but yet it is kind of a country because the way it is with Singapore is the boundaries are the city, okay? There may be a little bit on the outside of it, but for the most part, it's the city. Well, people kind of consider it a destination to fly to. So even though it's in Malaysia, it's kind of gotten the reputation of being a country city, okay? It doesn't mean it technically is a country, but a lot of people call Singapore a country because it's a single destination, and they have special rules in Singapore that they don't have in the rest of Malaysia. So it's pretty interesting. They have different rules, so people think of it as a country, even though it's just a city. So it's kind of like a play on words, right? It's just a play on words. Don't worry about it, Froggo. You live there, so you know what special rules and different things they have there. I am a nice person, so I will do fine in Singapore, okay? And I used to chew gum. I don't chew gum anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. There used to be a rule. I don't know if they still have it. You can't be spitting. Why would you want to spit your gum all over the ground? Anyway, but little things like that that I've heard in the past. But just be a neat person and you'll do fine in most countries, okay? Philippines has a little trash issue here. A lot of people burn their trash, but there's a lot of people that still drop their trash on the ground. So that is one negative in Philippines, but I think people are working on it because it seems to be getting better. I've been here 7 months and it's a little better now than it was 7 or 8 months ago, at least in this area. The neighborhood does look a little cleaner. Yeah, so we're doing better. Yeah, it's nice to see you. Yes, I remember you, Scott. Yeah. Oh, you're from England. You moved to Singapore. Okay. Well, that's a beautiful place to be. I personally would take, even though UK does have good fish, that cold fish is really, really good. Because England has such cold water around it in the ocean. So the fish is great. And I do want to go to Ireland to play some golf, or maybe Scotland. But I don't know if I'll ever get that chance. I'm getting too old for golf now, probably. But Singapore, a little bit better weather. If you like a warmer weather, you're going to like Singapore a lot better than UK. I'm sick of winter. I don't need no more winter. If I have to go back to Michigan in the winter because of my dad or something else, then I'll have to survive it, I guess. I know what to do. But otherwise, I prefer to go there in the summertime. Yes. I haven't seen you in here much, Gary. Are you modding other places? I'll catch you a little later. We'll see. DD, thank you for being in here. That's awesome. My other mod should be in here pretty soon. I can make somebody a mod if I see you a couple days in a row and you want to promote the channel a little bit. I'll do that. Normally when somebody asks for a mod, I will do it probably during this live. So don't get all upset. Please stay in and hear about what's going on, okay? We're going to be helping Philippines families first, okay? And we may help Africa families through our website that is over in America, okay? Eagle Heights Worship Center, I went there for 17 years, okay? And we went to Africa with that church. Yes, I'm live right now, so you have a good day, and I'll see you a little later this morning, okay? Because I'm going to be out there walking to the store a little bit, okay? I love you, man. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Yeah, it's one of the local kids. They know where the house is. They know where the house is. And so I just had to tell them I'll see them a little later because it's Saturday. They're not in school. So they are riding their bikes and moving around out here. So there's a lot of people moving around. Yes. Yes. I can, right now, she just woke up and she's eating breakfast. I won't bother her right now, but I will flip the camera a little bit later and you can see my wife. We'll do that, but right now she's just kind of getting herself awake. And we don't, if you have a wife, you don't really want to put her on camera when she's not ready to be on camera, right? I look pretty much like this when I wake up, other than I'm shaved and I'm cleaned up. Other than that, it's good. Yes, Bumpin', it's nice. Bummy Print, it's nice to have you in the room. We're going to be helping others, okay? So please like and subscribe. I'm telling you right now, the likes seem to help my videos go out. Whenever you comment or you like during a live, that's really good. By the way, we're getting massive amount of views. Even people that are not commenting, there's a lot of people, if they come into the channel and they stay in the background, that counts as a view. So we've been having like 7, 8, we even had one live where we had 1,100 views. That means that was so many new people coming in over and over again that we were actually getting almost, like 800 people or something churning through the room in 2 hours. It's just crazy. So, and there's some of them are in the background, they don't comment. So a lot of those views are just really adding up. And it's really good because YouTube is happy. They like people that are active, okay? Yes. Oh, yeah, you get haters. You're going to have haters, Scott. That's just kind of part of the fun. Haters are going to be there. Yeah, that's fine. You promote it, Frago. I gotta get Scott here a second. Scott's been in here for a couple days, so I'm going to do this. And if you want to promote the channel, Frago, I need a moderator that's over in Singapore. I have not had anybody like that, and I need that for that time zone. You're kind of in the same time zone. I need to have I got moderators in Philippines here, and in the morning sometimes I cannot get enough mods. DD is normally in here, but some of my American ones sometimes will show up, but other ones will not. Okay, and they got the same kid at the window, but I cannot talk to him over and over again. I think he has a little bit of an issue. No, you can't send money right now. Okay, we're not monetized. If you know how YouTube works, you got to hit certain things. Sorry, I'm live. I can't talk right now. Okay, so I'll see you later. Okay, David. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay. Yeah, he's got a little bit of an issue. Okay, he can't remember things. He's maybe has a little bit struggling in school, but he's a nice kid. Try to be nice to him. You got to be nice to the kids and speak into their lives. Okay, he's a little lonely this morning, so he's kind of hanging out the window. If I have to, I'll spin it around so you can see him here. He's got his head turned the other way, but there's a little kid there. Okay, maybe about 6 years old. Maybe first grade, okay? And he's just, he can't understand that I'm live. He doesn't know what YouTube and all that is, okay? So bye-bye. Bye-bye, I'm done, okay? Yeah. I'll be back out there in an hour and a half, okay? So go ride your bike. I'm done right now, okay? I'm live on YouTube, okay? So bye-bye, okay? I'll see you later at about 10:30, okay? Love you. But you got to do that because he'll stay there and knock on the window forever, okay? He's got a little bit of a problem, and we'll work with him, okay? He's a good kid. He'll come around. Now he's riding his bike. He wanted a fist pump, okay? I had to give him a little fist pump. That's what he wanted, okay? And so it's good. Yeah, so that's fine. You do that. That'd be great. Be right back. It's good. Hi, Rochelle. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's nice. I'm in Philippines. I'm originally from America, Michigan, and them things I can tell on YouTube, okay? Other things, no, we don't tell, but we do go through and try to have people love to see the neighborhood here. They love to see, I put some people on the video, but not much, just the ones that want to be on video, okay? So we try not to videotape too many people. We will, though. Some people love to be on camera, and but we try not to overdo that. That's why I take ocean videos of myself talking to you, things of that nature. But we try to mix it up. And I may go to Centennial Park next week. And there's a different view of the ocean there. And it's really kind of cool. So I may take a jeepney, go down to Centennial Park, get off, and we'll take some video there, okay? And get a little different view of the ocean and a little bit more of the activity, right? Yes, that would be great. Hi, Ruby. Yeah, I am in the Philippines. Yes, I'll go slower. We are in the Philippines full time. I am retired. I've already told everybody this, so I can tell everybody. I worked 47 years full time. I helped build golf courses. I really enjoyed the golf course experience. I did it while I was fairly young, and I didn't stop doing golf courses until about 47 years old. I did not know we were going to move to Springfield, Missouri. We first tried to go to Albuquerque, New Mexico, Rio Rancho, and that did not work out. First of all, we didn't know what to do about the elevation. I now know what to do. When I went to Africa, you go on Google and it'll tell you what to do. You take a certain amount of ibuprofen at certain times, and it'll take your elevation sickness away, and you'll have no elevation sickness. It's really worked good in Africa because Nairobi is just as high as Denver, Colorado. So very high elevations in Eastern Africa. I think Malawi was 4,000 foot. Nairobi was 5,000 foot. You had Zambia was not quite as bad. I think it was like 2,900 feet, but still really elevated up in the sky compared to here. I am almost at sea level. I am probably only 25 feet above sea level. So, I mean, it's like crazy, crazy little tiny bit here. Might even be less than that. We're right on the Pacific Ocean. Yes, I am in the northern Mindanao, not far from Iligan City. So right up in the northeast tip of Mindanao by the ocean. We're not on the ocean, but I can walk to it. It's not far from here. Yes, we're doing really good. Yeah, I have a lot of people. Keep liking and subscribing. February has been a huge month. This is still February. So this month, we're still adding subs this month. We're at almost 1,200. We'll probably go way over 1,200 today. The way things have been going, the afternoon and evening lives have been huge. Yesterday, we had 163 subs between the afternoon and evening one. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes you just get 5 or 10, and that's fine too. Anybody that joins up to this team is going to be amazing. We're going to help others. We're going to encourage people. We're going to inspire people. We're going to do some Bible once in a while. And I prayed for a lot of people last night. And we sang happy birthday a couple times. Now, some of those people may not have been having a birthday. You know, say, oh, it's my birthday, sing it to me. But some of them probably did. And so we sang happy birthday a couple of times. So that was fun too. You got to make it fun sometimes. We are in the morning here. We are about, I'd say maybe almost 9:30 right now in the morning. Yeah. I don't have any ex-lover here. Let's see. I'm retired here in the Philippines. Yes, thank you, Ross. That's awesome. I don't have many people in here that are regulars, and I like that. I want to have new people. Like and subscribe. Double tap the screen. Get subscribed. Get connected, okay? Now, if you only have a couple subscribers, that's okay. Just because you're not running a channel, you're in here watching, okay? And if you want to get connected, you're going to get to see some awesome things that happen when we get monetized, okay? I've already got a little bit of channel stuff, feeding kids. As far as preparation, I got a couple short videos, like 4 of them, from 2 different feedings that they've done here. And when we have that extra money that we can give, we can feed many more people. What they do is the church saves up the mission money, and when it gets to a certain point of so many pesos, like maybe 5 or 10,000 pesos, then they go feed a group of people. Just to give you the idea, I'll show you this. Our guy across the street likes to burn trash, and he is burning trash in a fry pan, of all things. And then he's going to do it over in that right side. There's a big square metal thing. He'll be burning trash in that too. I don't know. I guess he doesn't like that fry pan anymore because he's burning inside of it now. But yeah, it's an older guy across the street, and he normally will burn trash. I thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, so some people burn their trash here, and it's not windy today, so it's great. Yes, I remember you, Kens. Ho Carson is in the place. Muhammad, it's nice to see you. So many nice people. Yes, just like and subscribe, okay? We're already got as many likes as we do minutes. We have more. And yesterday, we had a couple lives where it was way higher. I mean, we broke a record. One of the lives, we went up to 138 likes. Huge new record, and really awesome. We seem to get a lot of people in here. Sometimes it'll calm down for 5 minutes, and all of a sudden a bunch of new people again. And I love that. I want new people in here. I want to get, I don't know why he's picking that up with his hand. Ooh, that's got to be hot if he picks that up with his hand. He's better man than me. I do not have great heat tolerance with my hands. To pick a hot pan like that up when you had a fire in it, he might have kicked it with his foot, but it looked like he picked it up with his hand. Wow. Okay, well, some people got tough skin. Not me. Yes, nice to see you Wednesday. Trying to read the comments. Now, remember, if it gets really busy, especially this afternoon or this evening, okay, give me a little bit of grace. I've had some people leave comments in my videos going, you didn't answer my comment. It's because we were so busy yesterday afternoon, I could not keep up with the comments. The comments were just flying up the screen, okay? When that's happening, you just have to go along for the ride, put in some comments, go comment on a video. I'll answer you back with a nice long comment most of the time and be nice to you there. Sometimes I can't always catch you here. Right now, it's nice and slow. I can catch the comments really well. But when these comments take off, I cannot keep up, okay? I like to read comments, okay? People told me, I've gone to channels, they don't read the comments. Yes, there's people that just let it go. They could care less about the comments. All they do is say what they want to say, sit there. You'll see people washing laundry or people doing their nails, and that's fine. I do get my nails done, but not with color. I just use clear coat. I'm about due to call her and have her come over and redo my nails. They need it again. So yeah, we will get my nails done. It feels good. Yes, that's fine. You do that, DD. Thank you. Your exam went nice. See, things can go good. All you have to do is concentrate, right? And attack it. I like to attack tests, okay? The reason why I say that is you should be prepared ahead of time. If you're not, you might still do good on the test, depending on what kind of test it is. If it's something that you know a lot about and you're already fired up about it, you'll do fine. But if it's somebody, every once in a while you run across these professors or teachers that are really, really weird tests, okay? And those are the ones you have to really prepare for, because otherwise they're going to throw you off and you're going to get a bad grade on that test. Some professors are a little wicked when it comes to certain tests. I don't know about in the Philippines, but I know I had that. Yes, that's fantastic. And it's nice to have all you in here. This is a nice spot to read a little bit in Matthew. We've got it where the comments have slowed down a little bit. We have a couple. We got a moderator coming in. Hey, Frago, you're back. That's great. Thank you for promoting my channel. Okay, I love that. That's part of being the team. Okay, we got to be talking about liking and subscribing, and we need to pass the word. Okay, if you live, he's in Singapore. He can spread it out. I may get 10 or 15 or 20 people from Singapore that get connected to this channel. And Singapore, is there's a lot of businessmen. There's a lot of people there. And there's a lot of people here that are successful too. But it's just, I'm saying, you don't know who's going to get involved that can do something really special later on. And we're going to be taking, when we get monetized, we'll take everything from $1 all the way up to whatever they want to give. And we're going to end up using that for the community and in Africa. I've got people that will be in here this afternoon. Right now, Africa is very early in the morning. So if you're going to be right now, certain parts of Africa would easily be 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, or maybe even earlier. So they can't really be here in the morning unless they get up super early. But right now we're going to read out of, this is pretty much God telling us that we're way more important than the nature that is out there that you see, okay? And people start thinking they're worthless. So this is kind of like speaking to me too, because I felt that way when I was young. Even though I had great parents, I thought that I wasn't going to amount to much. And that's not what happened, okay? It went a different direction. Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap. So they can't sow and reap like we can, okay? They're just told by God what to do. Nor gather into barns, so they can't go out and harvest. Yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are ye not much better than they? Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit onto your stature? In other words, without God, it is hard. People do it because they use the principles of the Bible. When you see somebody that's a millionaire, billionaire, they are set for success. First of all, they've read the principles that are in the Bible. Whether they've read it in the Bible or not, most of the success concepts, the basic concepts, are in the Bible already. So God's saying those principles is what works. And it says, and why take ye thought for raiment? In other words, fancy clothing. Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. In other words, they're not all stressed out, okay? Now, of course, if you're part of nature. Of course, certain animals get eaten, right? I've seen a cat catch a mouse. So that's part of what God's plan is. You have to have life and death, life and death. That's part of all nature and human beings. But we should not be stressing as much as we do. That's what they're saying there. And yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. So in other words, nature is way more interesting than anything we can put on our body. Wherefore, if God so clothed the grass of the field, which his day is, and tomorrow to cast into the oven, shall he not more clothe you, O ye of little faith? A lot of us, when we're in trouble, don't think of God. And I am guilty of that. I'm preaching to myself, okay? With this channel, I've been praying about this channel being successful, okay? And we're going to move forward, and we're going to help others, okay? And if there's anybody new in here, we do read a little Bible. We don't do it all the time, but this was a good moment to do a little bit. Double tap the screen, subscribe. We don't do that all the time, but we do it a little bit. I got a little bit more to go, and we're done. Okay, this is Matthew 26, chapter 6, 26 through 34, okay? And this is telling us to know that we are more special than just regular nature, okay? We're supposed to be more special, okay? For all these things do the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. In other words, if you put God first, you do your tithing and different things, for a while you think it's not working, but then all of a sudden, just beautiful things happen. All of a sudden you have more than you ever could think. I got a little story about that in a minute after I finish the last verse. Take therefore no thought for the tomorrow, for tomorrow shall take thought for things of itself. In other words, tomorrow will come. If you're still alive tomorrow, tomorrow will come. So don't worry about tomorrow. It's okay to plan, but it ain't good to stress about it. And then sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. In other words, if you're thinking way ahead and stressing out and getting your body really stressed, you're hurting your health. That's what he was saying in that last sentence. So the thing with the 26 through 34 is we are more important than a butterfly. Butterflies are beautiful. Do you realize that butterflies, except for monarch butterflies, a lot of butterflies only live 2 or 3 weeks? They're a caterpillar. Then they go through the morphing process with a cocoon for I don't remember how long. They bust out. They do their thing. They whatever they're doing for those 2 or 3 weeks, and then poof, they're gone. Okay, and then there's the whole new cycle of butterfly. So you get to live. Some people don't get to live past birth. Sadly, there are babies that die. But if you're lucky like me, I'm 64. I'm still here. And I'm able to do something on YouTube, right? I found out I can do this. I have a friend, JD Dangs. She comes in here once in a while. She's very busy. She lives off of YouTube, so she has to do a lot of lives and stuff. So I don't get to see her a lot, except when I'm taking a break and she may be doing a live, or I leave comments on her videos. Double tap the screen. We're going to be helping others, okay? Hi, that's great. Viva, thank you for being in here. Froggle, thank you so much. That's good. You get some work to be done. Come back when you can. Nice to have you in here, Viva. I love you. You're awesome. And I will try to go to your site today and see if maybe I could comment on a video or two. I'm going to be doing some playlisting while I'm not on. I'm doing this live earlier because I do not want to go much over an hour. Now, for some reason, we have like last night, I didn't want to go over an hour. I went longer because we had 25 people checking out the channel. You got 25 people, all these new people, you need to get them connected before you quit, okay? I've learned that if you're hot, when the channel is running hot on a live, you keep it going a little longer so that you can gather up those people. And some are going to be super active in your channel and some will not, but you'll find out who those people really are that you can have as part of your team, right? And my team can be as big as it needs to be online. Hey, Vi, it's nice to have you. Ab, it's nice to have you too. Thank you. We're going to be helping others, okay? We're not monetized yet. I've had a few people go, I'm going to donate. that's fine. Now, if you want to donate right away and help Africa, Eagle Heights has a website, easy to get to, eaglezone.org. Just small letters, Eagle. You know how to spell Eagle because I got it in my name right here. Eagle Zone, ZONE.org. You go there, hit on giving, click on the missions of Africa. It'll be in the list right there. And then you just give, even if it's just $5 or $10, you give money. That money's going to be gathered up over a couple days, and boom, it goes off to Africa. It helps our 2 orphanages and 1 school in Nairobi, Kenya, in the slums there. I think they've gotten a better place for the orphanage now. It's away from the fish market, which was really smelly, and so I think they're in a little bit better place. When I was there in 2019, they were sleeping 8 or 9 kids in one bed, okay? We're not doing that anymore. I think we've got it down to the point where the kids have got only 2 or 3 people that are on a really big bed, like a king-size bed. I think it's down to just 2 or 3 kids on a bed now, and they sleep much better. They're not all bumping into each other and things of that nature. Of course, they're being taught, fed. We got to get school uniforms because the school uniforms are pretty much the only clothes they have. They may have a T-shirt, they may have a pair of shorts, but a lot of these orphans only have their school uniforms. Of course, they got undergarments. Of course, the church pays for that. We make sure they got the undergarments they need and that stuff, okay? And if it's older girls, of course, we got to have some other things for them. But we do that. And so if you want to give right away, give at eaglezone.org. It's an awesome church. I was there 17 years. I will promote that as long as I'm doing YouTube, okay? And I'm going to tell them that because if some donations come in there for Africa that they don't know where they're from, they're probably from the people that are supporting me, okay? And that's good. And in the future, I'll promote that even when we're monetized. But we're not monetized yet. We have plenty of subs to monetize. We just cannot. We don't have the watch hours yet. Right now, we're about 5. The last update was 512. I'm sure it's going to be up closer to 600 after we do these lives. And I do some playlisting. And I think I got some other people that are going to start playlisting me in March. I've got 3 playlists right now. I'm going to split up another one, but I think I'm working on number 3 right now. I'll have a 4th playlist next month. And so we'll have these big, long playlists where you can play videos for 20 some hours if you want to. And it helps my watch hours, okay? And you can't play the same lives the same day. You can play it once, but you got to switch to a different one if you're going to play a bunch all through one day. Yeah, but otherwise you're fine. Yes, Jesus is the King. Amen. Shout out for Christian. Welcome back in, Christian. Viva, it's amazing. Hi, Mark. It's nice to have you back in. We're talking about us being more valuable than the birds and the bees and all the different nature that's out there. They have to follow God or the rhythms of the weather, okay? Butterflies don't exist in the wintertime in the United States. So they know that. They migrate. The monarchs, since they live a little longer, they migrate down to Mexico. But a lot of butterflies, at least small ones anyway, only live 2 or 3 weeks. So, they go for a caterpillar and do all that eating, and they're alive for a certain amount of time. Then they go into the cocoon thing, and then they morph into a butterfly later on, and then boom, they get another 2 or 3 weeks, and then boom, it's a new cycle, and new butterflies come later. So it's kind of cruel, but we get to live longer, even though it's just a little bit. Hi, John L. Bloxer user. Hi. This channel is about 4 things. First of all, we're going to be helping feed and give spiritual nourishment to people in Philippines. And we're going to be helping Africa. As this thing gets bigger and bigger, we'll help other countries. Obviously, there's people in Thailand, Vietnam, a lot of Asian countries that could use help. And I'm on this side of the world, okay? I'm full-time Philippines, and I am over here in northern Mindanao. So we are in the southern part of Philippines. I am fairly close to the ocean, so we don't get mega hot here. Even in the hottest days, it don't normally get above 90, which is about 32 Celsius. Yesterday, I think it got up to 88, which would be about 31 Celsius. but it didn't feel that bad. When I went outside at 4:30, 5 o'clock, an hour before dark, it felt like it was about 82. So the temperature drops quickly after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's not bad. Yes, I love it here. It's nice and warm. Yes, I'm talking about butterflies because we have to remember, even though we're on this earth for a short period of time, I'd rather be on this earth for 80 years and make a difference than a butterfly that's here for 2 or 3 weeks, okay? There's a huge difference, okay? We have to remember that we have value. I was told as a kid from my mom and dad that they loved me, and I was amazing. So I'm glad I had that. But when it came to friends, I had a hard time making friends when I was young. So I was never part of the cool crowd. I had hair back then, blonde hair, everything else. I probably could have found my wife way back then. I was too shy about it, didn't really have confidence, and so things never came together that way. But now I've got it where we're in the Philippines full time, and I've got time to work the YouTube channel, and so we can make money to help others, right? And we're going to really be doing some great things. We should be monetized probably in April, beginning of April, maybe even. We don't know yet. All I know is my watch hours are in the 500s, and we got to get to 3,000 minimum. And we're going to get there, okay? March is going to be a huge watch hour month, but I want you to like and subscribe because if you want to be connected, it's an awesome thing. You'll get blessed even if you don't give money. As long as you're encouraging me and coming in here and being part of it, and you don't even have to comment. If you want to be in the background, just listen. I have people that come in here every live, put it on the background, listen to it, and they go do their stuff around the house. And so they just do it because they want to give me watch hours, but they also want to listen to what I have to say. I don't always have great topics, but one thing I can do is I've been to Africa, Philippines twice. I've been to the Bahamas, Caribbean. I've been around the United States. So I have a lot of different things. I've seen a lot of different people. I've met people from Jamaica. I've met people from Bahamas. I've met people from different countries. And we have somebody in the house here that's showing some flags here. I'm not sure, but that might be Portugal. I'm not sure about that flag. I have seen that flag before. It might be Portugal or Spain. I think Spain's is a little different than that. So I'll have to double check on that. We get Brazil in here. We've had Australia, New Zealand. I dated somebody from New Zealand once. I don't know what's happened to her. Let's see. She was probably 33 back in 2002. So this 24 years later, she's in her mid 50s. Wherever she is, she liked to ride horses. I back then might have been a little boring for her, and that's fine because 2 years later I met my wife. So evidently it wasn't meant to be. But I hope she found somebody nice, and I'm hoping she's having a great life. Who knows? I highly doubt it, but you never know. With people being on YouTube, she may find this channel and go, oh my God, I know that guy. So yeah, she may, someday you may pop in here and go, hey, I know you. So that's possible, you never know. We're not gonna talk about anything about skin color. This is the deal with me, okay? I love people for what their heart is and what their attitude is. And I don't look at skin color, okay? So we don't go down that road. Like and subscribe, tap the thing. If you want to be an agitator, you're welcome to go anywhere else you want to go. I am not going to acknowledge it. Let's move forward, and we're going to be helping others. Yes, yes, I love that, James Bundes. You were here yesterday. Yes, you were. I seen you. And you're from Singapore also. We have Frogo, who had to go work, but he's in Singapore also. He's originally from the UK, and he lives in Singapore. We are going to go to Singapore. It's on my list. Maybe 2 or 3 years, 2 years from now or something, I can go to Singapore. I'd like to go there for 4 or 5 days, enjoy the food, enjoy the different people that are there. And it's a very clean city from what I heard. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing it in the future. And that will happen. Yes, Ghost Nugget. Mr. Cool, it's nice to see you. Yes, Emily. Yes, I am experienced. I'm 64 years old. I keep my hair short. I don't have much hair on top. I've been bald for a while, okay? But a lot of people love me, even though I'm bald, okay? So it's fine. And you can YouTube no matter what you look like, okay? And it's one of those things where we're just going to move forward. We're going to help others. and we get people on board. I have a lot of different experiences. We're going to talk about in Malawi. I didn't realize you could have breakfast. It's kind of funny. At this little tiny hotel we were at, the first day we had a little bit of water, but we had no water after the first day. And so thankfully we stayed at a different hotel for one day when we were out in the tea fields. That's a different story. But I didn't realize that if you waited long enough, sometimes we left so early in the morning to go out on our missions that we couldn't get a breakfast. I didn't realize that they had this little tiny room. This is not like a regular hotel, okay? This is like a bunch of little tiny hut type deals. And then there's a office building that's kind of small. And then you got this little building off to the side. And there's probably some pictures. I'll try to dredge them up in the future, but and get them on my site. But there was a yellow little house there. Well, it ended up being where they have food available. And I didn't know that we could have free food. I thought we had to pay for it. And at that time in Malawi, my money was getting low. And so all of a sudden I realized that was part of our hotel fee. So the first 2 days in Malawi, I had no breakfast. And we didn't eat until like 2 in the afternoon for lunch. So I'd be starving at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, finally, the third and the fourth day we were there at that hotel, which was the fourth and fifth day that we were in Malawi, I realized I could have breakfast. And I had a big breakfast each morning. But it was my mistake not to ask. And my colleagues, the other three, they were not eating in the morning either. So I figured that's what we're supposed to do is skip breakfast, right? And I didn't have to. So, and back then I was big. I was probably about 310, 320 pounds, probably 135, 137 kilo. I was big. Now I weigh less than 110. I'm probably 109 kilo right now, maybe 109 and a half. So I'm a lot lower now and a lot healthier that way. We're going to be helping others. So please double tap the screen, subscribe. Okay. I want you to be joined to me. If it's something that's not for you, come back on some other live and see if it works better for you and you can see what's going on. Okay. I'm not perfect. Okay. But I do have a good heart. Okay. And I love the people that I really do care for. I love them every day. Okay. And we try to be respectful. So it's all good. And it's great. Yeah. Hi there, Mark. Michael Jackson is in the house. By the way, we had Elvis 2 days ago. Elvis was in the building, and I didn't know Elvis was alive, and now I didn't know Michael Jackson's alive. But hey, I still remember Michael Jackson. It's a long story on why I'm so kind. Okay, a lot of it is due to rejection, not from my parents. My family has been amazing. I had a great mom and dad. Had some of the best parents you could possibly have. Okay, they may not have been Christian, but they did all the right things. They rarely made a mistake. If they did, they apologized for it and move on, right? So they did a great job. The main thing with me is for some reason, my brothers were outgoing. They could do anything. My sister is fairly outgoing, maybe not introverted, but at least she was kind of outgoing when she was young. I was not. I was shy. For whatever reason, God made me shy at that time. And I did have a couple close friends, but they were mostly family, like cousins. And back then, you couldn't keep track of people. If people moved, you never seen them again. The chances of you seeing them again was millions to one. So there was no way to keep track. We had no YouTube. There was no internet. There was no computers, no phones. CB radio was about the only thing. Shortwave and CB radio. Shortwave, you could talk around the world. But just like on a radio signal, that's all it was. You were not meeting them or seeing them, okay? And so it was way different. And I'm not saying it was bad or good. It was way different. And I struggled with that, okay? And so I had to put up with a lot of rejection, hurt, bullying. Finally, I stopped the bullying by a nice right cross to somebody's face. Didn't mean to do it, but it had to be done. And the bully left me alone after that. But yes, that's probably the only punch I've ever thrown at somebody my whole life. I have not been much of a fighter. I don't like to do that. And it shaped me. And over time, and then God got a hold of me when I got with Mila, and I started from a baby Christian and started learning, okay, and started learning about the Bible a little bit. And I learned enough where I was able to raise money for Africa and go to Africa, okay. And I did that in 2019, just before the pandemic. And I'm glad for that experience. And I would like to go back to Kenya again. I don't want to go to all the different countries in Africa, but who knows? Could get connected to somebody and go meet somebody in Uganda or something else. But right now, Kenya would probably be the one I'd like to go back to if the opportunity presents itself. Yes, it's nice to see Bradley Williamson, another Williamson, man, yes. Yes, I do have a sister. She lives in Michigan. She takes care of my dad. And yes, you're part of the Williamson family, so I don't have a problem with that. Man, there's so many of you. So that's good. I like to have a lot of that. That's part of a family of like Alex, Cody, Braden. There's a few others, Williamson family. And so they've been supporting the channel. And so that's awesome. I'll probably get all their cousins and uncles now too. That's cool. I have no problem with that. It's awesome. Please like and subscribe, okay? We're going to be going for probably another 10 or 15 minutes. I want this one to be shorter for a reason, okay? I've got to go to the store. I want to do some playlisting, and I also want to take a rest. And I'm probably not going to do my live this afternoon until at least 1:30. So I want to have some time to do a few other things, okay? I want to touch base with a couple friends and a few things like that. I'm not going to take my laundry in until next week, maybe on Tuesday. I'll take some laundry in. May have too much at that time, but I'll take that in at that time. I just want to relax this Saturday a little bit. We're still going to do 3 lives, and we're going to be energetic about it. We're going to help others, right? So please like and subscribe. Subscribe. This afternoon will go as long as we have to. If we have to go 2.5 hours, we'll go 2.5 hours. If we have one like we did yesterday, believe it or not, I had 138 likes and 90 subs in an hour and 40 minutes. So sometimes it goes so fast that an hour and 40 minutes, we're done. It's done. People are done. And it's just awesome. Other times it goes on for a while. I think my longest live is 2 hours and 47 minutes. That's rare. But when they happen, that's because we're hot. New people are coming in, checking out the channel. Yes. Nice to see you. Nice. Yeah, well, that's that's a long time ago, so we don't need to be doing that. Yes, some more support the small creators. I am going up. We have, and a lot of people have helped that out. We're at, I don't know where we're at during this live, but before the live, YouTube took a little away. We were a little over 1,200 last night, but there's a few fake ones in there. Sometimes you get bad subs that the computer will not accept. So we were at 1,180, 1,180. But you got to remember, back 3 days ago, we were at 900. So we gained well over 250 subs in the last 2 days. And that's not including today. So let's just like and subscribe, get involved. We're going to be doing a lot of beautiful things for the community. I'll be taking some more video. If I see Pastor today, I'm going to take a video with him, and we'll talk about feeding program. If I see him on Sunday, I'm going to try to get him off to the side. We'll do a short video with the pastor, okay? We'll have it where we're flipped around and we can see us both. And we're going to tell you about the feeding programs that the church does to feed kids and families around this area, okay? So if I can get a video with him Sunday or today, that will be fantastic. By me going for a later walk, I may run into him because he lives at the church. There's a place where he can live back in there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Caesar. Yes, I'm 64. I'm originally from Michigan, USA. Who thought a guy that was born in 1961 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and really loved Grand Haven, Michigan a lot, right next to Lake Michigan. We lived there when I was 7 through 12. Really loved that area. But who knew somebody from there would see 26 states, the Bahamas, the Caribbean. I've been to the Eastern Caribbean. I have not been to all of it, but I've been to about 5 islands there. I've been on 2 cruises. I've been I didn't go to Mexico, but I've been at the Mexican border down there by San Diego. I've been to Philippines twice, and I've been to Africa in 2019. Technically, I've been to Europe, but I haven't really. All I was at the Switzerland airport 2 different times on our way to Africa and on the way home. But Europe is still on my list. Would love to see Spain, Italy, or Greece. Those are the ones I'd really like to see. UK, because I got so many friends in here, you never know. But if I'm going to the UK, it's in the summertime. I have no use for winter, even though they don't get it as bad as America does. Yes, we're going to be helping others. I'm not a veteran, but I support veterans. I've been supporting veterans my whole life. I just was not able to serve, okay? Welcome in, Matthew, Lennox. Nice to see you again. Will French, I've seen you before. I'm doing really well. I'm feeling great. Even my wife was able to sleep in the same bed with me now because I'm not coughing my head off. Only time I cough is if I eat either chocolate or some kind of dessert or bread. It seems to want to make me cough for a second or two, but then it goes away. So I'm doing really good. I'm pretty much healed. I had my vitamins this morning, and we're going to just drink a bunch of water, and I got to go run some errands soon. So it's been awesome. Hopefully this afternoon I can get some Zandy, Sammy, some of my other moderators will be able to come in. Sometimes Chuck will come in the morning, but he has been really busy with his channel. And so I do promote him, though. So I'll try to pin, if he comes in here sometime tonight or something, I'll pin him again. And because he's at about 500 and some subs. For some reason, I get all kinds of subs. And he gets all kinds of watch hours. And I don't have the watch hours yet because I'm new. This has not been 2 months yet. I just started doing this January 4th. March 4th, next Wednesday, will be 2 months that I've been doing this channel. And so we're getting closer to monetization. We're going to get there in April. And then that way people can give super chats. We're going to have memberships. I got to figure out how to do that yet. They're going to be very low cost. The memberships will not be expensive. That's a very small amount of the money that's going to come in. Most of the money that comes in, some of it will be from YouTube, some will be from super chats, and that's people just wanting to give to the mission we have to help others out there. And we'll be taking videos of everything we do, and we'll be telling you where some of that money is going, okay? And it's going to be awesome. We're doing something a little different because I'm different, okay? Because of all the things that have happened in my life, good and bad experiences, I am able to see people in a different light than people maybe see. If I do judge somebody, I ask for forgiveness from God. I try not to judge people because you don't know what they're going through. And if you don't know what they're going through, how can you make a judgment? I have seen some of the people here I thought I would never be friends with, and I'm friends with them. They're amazing people, okay? Once you get to know somebody a little bit and they open up a little bit, you're going, God, why wouldn't I be with somebody like that? It's really awesome. They're awesome. And so you cannot be judging. God is supposed to be the judge, not us, okay? So it's one of them things, if you learn it, when you get older, I'm trying to teach the kids here. I'm going to tell you a little story here. Up at the playground, I sometimes go up there at about 5 o'clock or 5:30, and there's a reason for it. First of all, I give the kids some God principles. Second of all, they have me shoot some baskets up at the basketball court. I like to do that. I'm not very good at it, but I like to do it, and they get a kick out of me shooting baskets with them. The third reason is I get some of them together, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever he's there. They're all different skin color here, okay? Some got the real dark skin, some got a little light brown skin, and some are a little bit more white, a little more Spanish in them. And I get them together, and I have them compare their hands and their arms. And I'll go, okay, because that's this place that a man can safely touch kids, especially girls, is on their hands or their arms, right? So I have them put their arms together, and I say, that's special because she's that. Or this one's special because you got an awesome smile. Or this one's got some of the prettiest eyes I've ever seen. Or we had all black hair, but there was one girl that had brown hair. and it was not artificial color. It was her real colored hair. So that brown hair is very beautiful. There's nothing wrong with black hair. All your hair is fantastic, but she's a little different that way. So that's cool. And I said, your talents, the things inside you is what's going to make you special. Changing the skin color of your face is not going to make a difference. I'm sorry, you think it will. It's like making your hair pink. You'll like it for a week, maybe, but it's not going to change your life. It's not going to change your heart. There's no way you're going to get a loving heart from changing your this. Okay, hair. Changing your glasses might help you for a little bit. People might like what they look like, but it doesn't change you. Okay, that's what we're trying to do, is have people be nice to each other, inspiring and stuff. And we're going to have bad days. I get mad sometimes, but I don't go out there and show it to everybody. I'm a guest in this country, okay? So I cannot go out there and be mean to people. I'm going to get kicked out of the country. It can happen. If you do it enough and you get enough people mad out here, you will get kicked out of the country. You don't want to do that. I come here to enjoy the country, not to get kicked out of it, okay? Yes, so we're going to move forward. Hey, Zandy, nice to have you in here. We've had a great morning so far. We've got 2 people from Singapore. Yesterday was a crazy day. I'm going to tell Zandy a little more detail. Yesterday was crazy. We had 10 subs in the morning. We had 90, set a new record in the afternoon. We did 90 subs in an hour and a half. It was crazy. We had 138 likes in an hour and 35 minutes. It was crazy. It went crazy in the afternoon. Double tap the screen. It was awesome. And then at night, we had 73 subs, and we were going for about 2 hours. And so it was just a wild day. God is giving favor on people getting connected about helping others. I've had a lot of people comment that I am very unique. Yes, I am. Does that mean I'm great? No, but I do have a lot of life experience. And Chuck always says, you never run out of a topic. You always pull a story off the top of your head. Some of those are planned. Most of them aren't. They normally just pop up in my brain and go, okay, I remember this experience way back in 1980 something or in 1990 or sometime when I was in Africa. So we use those experiences to help people know that I'm human, okay? That I'm authentic. There's not going to be another David Barton on YouTube. There might be somebody that looks like me. They're not going to act like me, okay? At least I hope not. If there's a clone of me, please tell you. Please tell me. And thank you, Frago. Frago is new from Singapore. Made him a moderator today. He's promoting the channel, and he's going to promote it in Singapore. And I've already had another Singapore person come in. And that's great. I want to go to Singapore. It's on my list. It's something I want to do. I know it's a city, but I think of it as kind of a very small country because they really don't talk about Malaysia when they talk about Singapore. They just say the word Singapore. So it's kind of cool. Yes, it's awesome. Nice to meet everybody. Yes, that's great. Double tap the screen. We're going to go for I'm going to get a drink of water. We'll go for maybe another 5 or 10 minutes. I really have a lot of things to do this morning. But if it's really rocking still and we still got new people coming in, we'll go a little longer. I've learned the lesson, Zandy and Chuck. I've learned this lesson in the last couple of weeks. It's brought in an extra 50 or 100 subs. And it's if you're rocking and people are subscribing and liking, you need to stay. But I can't stay all day because I want to do 3 of them and I got 2 more today. So we'll stay for a while if the new people are coming in. Yes, it's awesome. Let's get subscribed. We're going to be helping a lot of people. I'm going to be doing some playlisting on the TV here. So I get a few hours of watch hours. We're getting watch hours off the lives. So I'm being consistent there. And believe it or not, we're getting some watch hours off my videos. People have been looping the ocean videos, I think. Watch hours are in the 500s right now. So we have another 2,500 to go. And of course, we got to get to 4,000. And then after that, it's just adding to the watch hours through lives and everything else, and maybe do a little playlisting too. So I'm producing playlists, and they're public. Anybody can come in and play them if they want to. They are up to you on that. You can play them. Yeah, awesome. Yes, that's really cool. Thank you. I really enjoy that. You keep promoting, okay? And that's going to help. Yeah, I'm glad I can make your day better, Ruby. We try to keep it positive. If I ever get negative, it's for a couple seconds and then I try to go back positive, okay? I am not perfect. Sometimes, if somebody mentions a certain couple keywords, which are really kind of about killing people, whenever it gets to that point, I have to just let it go off my shoulders instead of ranting about the value of human life. I really believe in the value of human life. Yep, so we're going to move forward. We're going to help people. Of course, if a person has a heart to help others, then they must love life, right? That kind of go together, don't they? You think they go together? If they do, you can put yes in the chat. Yes, shout out for Mattel. I'm going to just call you the last 5 letters because Econish or Econish. Yeah, either way, I don't know. You probably have a different name than what your profile is, but whatever. You welcome to the channel, okay? This is about helping others, okay? And when I'm going to try to get an interview or a short video with our pastor. He's very busy on Sunday morning, but maybe when the service is all done, I can do a short video with him, or maybe I'll catch him over at the church later this morning, okay? I'm going to try to walk over there, and who knows? I might go down by the ocean and shoot one video. Never know. We'll see where the ocean's at. If it's at high tide, I have not taken a video at high tide. And if the water's up quite a bit, maybe I'll take a video and get a little different perspective of the ocean, okay? So we may do that too today and have that on there. Yes, I try to be encouraging, and I do have good inside. I try to be, my next stream will be this afternoon, about 1:30. I can't guess for sure. Sometimes I do it closer to 1, sometimes I do it closer to 2. It'll depend. I'm thinking right now it's going to be in that 1:30 area. At night, I normally do 7:30. Now, see, the reason why Froggle wants to know this, he's kind of in the same time zone as me. So he's really in the same time right now. So he can kind of go, hey, I'm going to look for that at 1:30. Whereas if you're in the United States, the afternoon live is going to be tough for you. You're going to be up late, unless you're on the West Coast. I get a lot of California people in here at 1 o'clock because it's only 10 o'clock in California. Matter of fact, 9 o'clock sometimes in California. And so it's going to help them a little bit in March. They're going to jump forward an hour, and that's going to make it so more Americans can come into my lives, and it'll make it so some people can come into the nighttime one too, because it'll be a little later in the morning for some people. So that's going to be good coming up in about a week. So that's going to be awesome. So we're going to be helping people, and we're trying to keep it encouraging in here. We did some Bible verses out of Matthew 6, 26 through 34. There's about 9 verses there. Reread those. Go on Google. If you don't have a Bible, go on Google. Look up Matthew 6, 26 through 34. It's about the value that God gives us humans here on earth, okay? It's pretty much comparing you to the butterflies, the insects, the birds, the animals, and you are more valuable than them. They have to follow God's instructions 100% of the time, whether they get killed or not, because part of nature is for other animals to eat other animals. So cats will catch mice. My dog, I had a dog named Lucky, and I'll go through the story. By the way, like and subscribe, double tap the screen, okay? We're going to go through a little story. Now, see, this is the thing, not planned. This is just a story in my head that popped up, okay? My brain works well. Drink a lot of water, and as much as I love coffee, I don't really drink coffee. Kind of craving some, though, so who knows? Might have a cup of coffee sometime soon. But normally it's 1 cup of coffee a month for me, okay? So I'm not a coffee person. Yes, and I don't drink alcohol. I stopped alcohol 21 years ago. I love all you. Like and subscribe. We're going to be helping others. Here's the story. We lost our dog, Spooky. Had it for a long time. Lived to be 15 years old. Died in 1982. Or 83. Died at the beginning of 83. And the next year, in 1984, we had gone almost a year without a dog, which is very rare for my mom, She is one of those, if she sees a puppy, she'll get it immediately, go to the vet, give it shots, and have a dog. Okay. She just had to have a dog around her to keep her calmed down from her stressful job at the hospital. So she went almost a year without a dog, which was really crazy. And then all of a sudden, I'm on the golf course. I'm at Blythefield Country Club, working full time, and I'm down on hole number 12. Now, the way it works is that hole number 10 is a long par 5, and then there's a par 3 that goes up onto a hill. And then there's this huge hill going down off of the 12th tee, goes down into this valley down by the river, and it goes down there. Well, there's this little puffy, just all fur and with a head, a puppy standing on the fairway. Well, I come up to the puppy, and it's rubbing my leg, and the thing is very young. This puppy has got to be, I don't know, 7 weeks old. I mean, it can't be more than a month or something. Very young. And I asked the neighbors. Back then, you didn't have YouTube and everything. You couldn't do anything. You go ask the neighbors, and they said, nope, never seen the dog before. I don't know where the puppies came from or anything else. I didn't see any other puppies. So I brought it home to Mom. And she said, oh, I'm going to check around. No, she's not. What happened was I brought it home to Mom in the morning because the house was close to the golf course. So I took it down there with my machine that I was on, and then went back to work. And she instantly went to the vet, got shots, got whatever the vet thought he could give it to right then. And the vet went, this is a genetic mess. Well, that dog ended up being an awesome dog. And it was Beagle, Spaniel, and Collie mixed. So it had a Collie tongue with a Beagle mouth, so the tongue hangs way out. And I've got some pictures and stuff. I'll try to put a couple pictures and show you right up on the screen in the future. And awesome dog, not as tall as a Collie, looked more like a Beagle, but it had Collie fur with a Collie tail, but yet it had Beagle everything else, with Beagle ears and everything. So it was crazy. But it liked to catch shrews and mice, okay? And so I'd take it for a walk, and all of a sudden he'd stop, and he'd look around. Next thing you know, he's digging. Next thing you know, there's a tail going down his throat. So he would eat the whole thing. So nature is just part of eating other things. Dogs will eat other animals too. So at least my dogs would. So, it's just kind of the way nature works. Thankfully, for the most part, except for a few weird things over the thousands of years, humans do not eat humans. Praise God for that. I love all you. It's awesome. We've had a great morning. We're going to be helping others. Like and subscribe on the screen to see if we can get to 50 likes before I leave, okay? Pop that screen. If you haven't, put a like up there. Double tap the screen. I'm going to go get some errands run. We've had an awesome morning. We got a chance to read the Bible. We're doing helping others. If anybody has a birthday, maybe I sang happy birthday 5 or 6 times yesterday. So that happened quite a bit. I don't know why. Right now, the time is, it's probably about 10:15 in the afternoon, 10:20. And so we're in the morning and starting to get sunny. Yeah. So about 1:30, I'm thinking, Froggle, that's about when it'll be, is 1:30. It's 1:25 right now, so it's 10:25 here. Okay, so it's 10:25 here, so I'm about 10 minutes off. So it's almost 10:30. I want to go to the store and get a few things done before I have lunch. I normally eat lunch around 12:30-ish. So I love you guys. You have a great time. I definitely will be on by 1:30, mainly because I don't like to go super late in the afternoon. I like to have a big break before my evening one. So you guys are going to be fantastic. Hi, Lennox. Welcome back. We're about ready to leave, but I will be back. Hey, we got the 50 likes. Double tap the screen. Keep subscribe to me, man. I'm promising. You'll be part of my online team. And there are some people that are trying to get to the Philippines, or they're in the Philippines, that when we're monetized, they want to be part of the feeding. If they show up and they're respectful and everything else, then I will meet them somewhere close to here. I will probably not exactly bring them to the house, of course, but we'll see what they're all about. And if they want to help out with the feeding, we can have that happen. So I love you guys. You have a great day, and we'll be going after it again. Thank you, Viva, all my moderators. I love you all. And by the way, I've been saying like and subscribe before the film stops, because I looked at my lives, and guess what? That little part where the time is still going at the end, that shows up on the video at the end, okay? Even though it shows my screen going blank, it actually goes about 4 more seconds. So I try to hit like, I try to say like and subscribe at that time when I'm spinning out. So we're going to hit the X, we're going to hit the OK, and then there's that 5 or 10 seconds that it films, and then it's done. So I love you guys. You have a great day, and we'll be back.